I didn't crash. Welcome to a match. Game number 2 for the Star Series LAN Finals group stage. First game of the day, first set of the day for these two teams. Like I said, this is the game number 2. First game was won by the GGB team, formerly known as Mouse Sports. On the Radiant side, we have the team that still wants to get 1 point out of this exchange. And it is Pulse, or formerly known as Skonas Elite. Wow, sorry. I'm fine, don't worry. But yeah, you still see the name standing there, of course, Skonas Elite, but the logo is now Pulse, and they are all tagged as Pulse. So they are Pulse. But yeah, first, a disclaimer, I am not an official caster for StarLadder. For official cast, you can go to Owned TV, and you can find them all there. However, for this game, there is no official English cast, so hence me casting the game, because there's a lot of people that want to watch this game, and if it's going to be just as entertaining as game number 1, I would be happy to see it again. I would sign for that. And I would hope that not a lot of people are going to miss this game, because it should be good. Both teams, of course, known for entertaining playstyles, and that always makes for entertaining games. Well, I guess not always, but this time it does. We have got ourselves again a Wisp ban out. Darkseer and Batrider ban out by Skonas Elite. They have got first pick, so it looks like they're aiming to pick up Lanai, or otherwise known as Templar Assassin, as their first pick, but that's not going to happen because the Templar Assassin is going to be banned out by the Dire side. They do pick up Leshrek as the first pick again. They had Leshrek in the previous game as well. Laned him solo mid, by the way. So pretty good job. Pretty good job. He did okay. He didn't have that good of a start last hitting wise, but he definitely. I mean, he got first blood, so. You know, and again, a pushing hero. Again, it's a hero that fits in so many stages of the game that you can't really assume anything about where he's gonna be, what he's gonna be doing. Is he gonna be support? Is he gonna be solo? We just don't know. We have a Chen and a Jakiro being picked up by the GDB team. Chen, of course, gonna be in the jungle. Jakiro is gonna be support. Of course, with Chen, you can already say, okay, he's gonna be a pushing hero, but you don't know the rest of the lineup. You can't really read a strategy from these two heroes either. So. Paul's still in a bit of the dark, about what strategy to go with to counter the GDB team, so they have to choose their own, and they are taking their time to do so.
5 seconds remaining.
They're gonna go into the bonus time again.
Reserve time.
Reserve time for them. Well, of course, we still have Rubik in the pool. We still have the Chaos Knight apparently. Chaos Knight was banned out in the previous game, by the way. And of course, Leshrek, Chaos Knight is a pretty solid lane. Right now, we can kind of assume that Leshrek is going to be a support with that Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight is, he got that Chaos Bolt, and then Leshrek Split Earth can follow up on that without anything else. Am I lagging? I hope I'm not lagging. Ancient Deparation is going to be picked up. Oh, wow. Then we might still see Leshrek as a solo lane. Because Chaos Knight Ancient Deparation is a combination that we have seen plenty of times before. Because of course the Cold Feet will guaranteed hit if that Chaos Knight just stuns and Reality Rift. There's really no getting away from that one. And that will leave Leshrek open. It could still turn into a trial lane as well. But yeah, we don't know yet. Naga Siren will be picked up here by the GTB team. Making sure that's going to be their lane up combined with the Jakiro probably. Duo lane. It's pretty easy to think about what you have to ban out right now if you're Skonas Elite, or sorry, if you're a Pulse. Because like I said, Jakiro and Naga Siren probably going to be a dual lane, and then the only thing that the GDB team needs is solo lanes. So you can just ban out heroes like Windrunner or Queen of Pain, or, you know, heroes like that, maybe even the Pugna if you don't want to be facing that one again. So they did play the Pugna in the previous game.
10 seconds remaining.
And they're going to go into bonus time for their bans as well.
5 seconds.
With no bonus time yet used on the Dire side, and only bonus time used on the Radiant side. Of course, the time that the Radiant team thinks about these drafts is also time that the GDB team can discuss their stuff, so they don't really need to use their bonus time if they already made use of the bonus time of the opponent team. But we will find out. They're really using a lot this time. Like, which one don't they want to face? Anti-Mage. Wow. To be fair, To be fair, we have seen anti-mage solo laning before on the side of the good B team. Also, for the person in the chat, it is the B team, not the bear team. The B team stands for not the A team, but the B team, so the second best from the good studio, that is. Queen of Pain banned out by the dire side. So, well, like I said, they don't really need to think about it. And again, they force Pauls to be using their bonus time soon again.
Dire team ban.
Their faces Void being banned out. I have to say, they're kind of expecting Naga Siren to be solo here. Nature's Prophet being banned out.
Radiant team ban.
And again, you're taking so much time for these bans. Of course, it's pretty important. Like, as I said earlier, this is the second game of the best out of two. It's the league system. So, if they lose, they don't only not get any points themselves, but they give extra points to the dire team, because you get 3 points for winning, and otherwise they would only get one each. So it's
Radiant team picked.
it's a pretty important game. We have got ourselves a tiny ban out on the side of Pulse, as well as a Tidehunter ban out on the side of the GTB team. And again, Pulse thinking about their draft. They have 30 seconds left inside their bonus time. And what are they going to go for? If they're going to have a Leshrac on a solo lane, solo mid, Windrunner will also be solo lane then, they still have the opportunity to pick up an Enigma or something like that, to also have something in the jungle. Or they could go for the tri-lane that I said, and just pick up something like a Bounty Hunter or something. Rubik's still being picked up here, no real surprise because he was still in the pool, and is a good solo mid hero as well. Just one solo hero left for the GDB team, that's what I think anyway. And Pulse, one hero left as well. And again, they are not given any time by the dire team. Dire team just picks up their heroes as soon as they can, just to force Pulse to use up all of their bonus time, to feel the pressure of that time ticking down. And that's a lot of pressure. And that's a Shadow Fiend. That's going to be their solo mid hero. So that does mean that we're going to have a tri-lane with Leshrac, Age Separation, Chaos Knight. That is going to be an aggressive tri-lane. Like, follow-up stun from Leshrac on the Chaos Bolt, and the Age Separation Cold Feet there as well. That is going to be painful. They might even try it for a Roshan level 1, but they're on the Radiant side, so I wouldn't really expect it.
10 seconds remaining.
But yeah, Shadow Fiend, a hero that we don't see every day for sure. And has also been reworked.
Reserve time.
Of course, with his ulti being done also as he dies with half the souls that you have. Though having said that, if you die, you lose, yeah, you know, you'd rather not die still. Well, but maybe this way if you die. Oh no, it's not that bad. Could even turn out well. I'm gonna drink some stuff in the meantime. Me too, to soothe my voice a bit, as you might have heard. Starting to falter. Last pick, and this is the first time that the JDB team is using their bonus time, and they're using everything. They're gonna sort out which lanes they're gonna be going, they're gonna sort out where they're gonna be going, who's gonna be going what, and they can just take their time. And I still expect a solo lane from them, but it could be basically anything. Ah, there we go, Clinks. A hero that we have seen them use on the solo lane a lot. And we have seen them win a lot with that as well, so I'm gonna be curious to see how they're gonna be doing that. Switching overlays. This is direct to camera. That's not what I was going for.
Prepare
I will
for
put a
battle.
plus on the votes because it's always nice. Anyway, Let's see who's playing what on the side of Paul's Radiant team. Wagamama, this time on the Wind Rider again. Solo offlane for Wagamama, who seemed to be switched out of that carry role a bit. And we're gonna have Mini playing Leshrac this time, so it's gonna be semi-support. We're gonna have Pinoy this time on the Shadow Fiend, who's gonna go towards that mid lane. Already picked up his raised band, so it's gonna be trying to be as annoying as possible. We're gonna have Fishbone playing the Agent Apparition, and last but not least, it's gonna be Region on his Chaos Knight. No real surprise there. And that means that we're gonna jump ourselves to the dire side and see who's playing what there. We have Bamboo on the Naga Siren, something that we don't see every day. Normally Bamboo is the one who is on that solo offlane. Right now he is maybe looking to be on the semi-trial, if Kuroki on this gen is indeed going to go towards that Radiant jungle. But yeah, it is going to be Kuroki on this gen, with Jakiro being played by Alex. That will mean Singh is going to be playing the Rubik in the mid lane, no real surprise there, and Black on the Killings, again, no real surprise there. And that will be the lanes, as we have a pause. I was almost tempted to try and fast forward the pause, but I remembered that this is not a replay, guys. Bit of a shame. Well, the pause wasn't that long anyway. Anyway, let's see who is going to be opposed to what. Well, Chaos Knight by himself up first the Rubik. He should have helped though. Agent Operation is probably going to help him out. And Wintron on the top lane. That will mean that Leshrac is going to be helping out the Shadow Fiend on the bottom lane. So different than what I was expecting on the lanes. But yeah, that will mean Shadow Fiend up against a Naga Siren Jakiro lane. It will definitely not be easy for him. Like, not at all. Like, if there is an ensnare, if there is a ice path. Did he just try to block them also? I think so. Were being placed. He's gonna see if he can find out where the wards are gonna be placed. Because he is getting ready to counterward them. He has got those counterwards in his back. I'm just gonna check and see when he does that. Oh, never mind. Here comes a reinforcement. 2 seconds stun. Edith going through. Ice Path still being there. Kuroki taking a lot of damage here already. Might be turning into the first blood. I think he will be first blood. And he is. Again, Leshrac picking up the first blood. This time under the hand of Mini. And that is a quick rotation from the lanes, by the way. They realized what lanes will be going where. And then the Chaos Knight and the Agent Operation rotated. And we now have the Shadow Fiend back in mid once more. And Leshrac gonna be helping out the bottom lane again. So this is the lanes that I was expecting to begin with. And when they realized what lanes they were up against, well, that is the answer that they gave. Killing off the Chen, making sure Chen is gonna be in the dire jungle right now, because you know, you don't want to be having him in your jungle, and just be up for a dual lane. And to be fair, Naga Siren and Snare is not even picked up yet, and even the Jakiro is not even there anymore. Realizes that he can't do anything here. One realize ripped and stun. He's gonna be as good as that. Doesn't want to be that, and is just gonna be helping out mid lane with an ice path. Perhaps can do something, even though he does show himself. So we're gonna see Pino being extra careful here. We're just gonna rotate, see if he can find a 2-minute rune. 2-minute rune is on the bottom lane though. Mini picking it up. And there is of course a ward here for the runes on the dire side. So they do see Mini picking that one up. And they do. Naga Siren. This is a real one, by the way. This might not be turning out all too well. Bamboo, Edict going through. Better stay around those creeps, but there's the cold feet and the Leshrac stone, and this will be Bamboo going down. Will he get the knight though by creeps? No, he won't. Leshrac picking up the last hit. And that is going to be Haste Room working out properly as well, as of course, well, just Bamboo being in the wrong jungle, to be fair, and he's going to TP back towards the lane to continue being there, getting experience, trying to get experience against this Chaos Knight, who's just happily farming. And talking about happily farming, Black is happily farming. He is up versus a Windrunner. He is not going to get stopped at all, or should not be dying either. He's just going to be able to harass. He's going to be able to hit. He's 13 for 5 with Windrunner 7 for 4, and is getting getting the harassment in there massively. So doing a good job there. In the meantime, well, this is illusions. Damn it. Not action going on, but no. Bamboo just trying to steal last hits with his illusions. Actually doing a nice job here with getting the last hits on these on the creeps. It's a nice job there. Pino in the meantime is a 9 for 1 with Sing Sing being on 11 for 5 and already sending his or thought he was going to send his bottle back. Doesn't choose to do so though. It's going to be an empty bottle, an empty courier rather. Also an empty bottle, however, but that's just going to be sticking on there. It's going to be trying to go for that 4-minute rune in a half minute. In the meantime, also empty bottle on the Shadow Fiend. So we're going to see which one of those two is going to get lucky to get those runes. Let's see if they're both going to be walking towards a different side. There's of course a rune on the, or you know, a ward on the top lane for the Radiant team, and he's going to think it's top. Let's see what Rubik is going to think. He's like, okay, you know what? If it's top, then I'm not going to get it anyway anymore. And if it's bottom, I'll see it. And actually, if it's bottom, which it is going to be an invisibility rune by Fishbone. Sing Sing not being able to pick up that rune. It's going to be stuck with an empty bottle, even though he did get some last hits here. But yeah, Pino didn't miss that much last hits now that he's back here. And the invisibility rune by the separation will make sure they set up for a gank on Bamboo once more. And they are going to dive this, or thinking about diving this. He just has to show himself, just has to be close enough. Is he going to be close enough? That is the question. And he now walks there, but that is because, of course, Tower has pushed back the creeps, and there's not going to be anything going on just yet. But he is still sticking around here. Invisibility rune is still there. Bamboo did not see him pick that up, and they're going to try again. Edict going through. Creepwave getting harassed. Here comes Region. He's going to go for it. Gets the stun up, and no! Gets dodged by Miriam, which is another Shrek stun doesn't hit either, and Bamboo will be saved. Nice dodge of the stun with the Miriam, just to be fair. You don't get that much time with the Chaos Bolt flying through the air, but that is a lightning fast fingers there. As, well, he is safe. He's going to be able to stand by his tower and get some more experience soon, because the push is continuing. Mini has got his Edict at level 2, and they just want to take that tower down. Now, in the meantime, Region being on 22 for 3. He is the one that last hitting most up on this bottom lane. But the top lane is, of course, in favor of Klinks, with the mid lane actually being in favor of the Rubik. 24 for 7 with the Shadow Fiend. He is on 20 for 3. He's not doing that bad, but he is not as much ahead as Rubik is. And we're gonna see the gold graph with that tower spiking up. Experience graph is in favor of the GDB team, however. I mean, they have got experience on this bottom lane. Bamboo can still stick in experience range. Sing Sing is getting experience there. There's of course no jungle hero on the side of the Radiant side, on the side of Pulse, which will mean that every experience that Chen is getting inside this jungle, and gold as well, is going to be in favor of them. Of course, we see Leshrek trying to do something now, but you know, they were on a trial, and you're never going to get as much experience as you are when you are having a full dedicated jungle hero. As we see the donkey flying back from Klinks. What did he buy? He picked up a Ring of Aquila, or he picked up the first of his Sage Masks. He is of course going for that Orchid of the Malevolence. Or Orchid of Malevolence. I don't think there's a "the" in the word. Actually, is there? Nah, Orchid of Malevolence. We'll find out when he picks it up. Not wanting to look that one up. But yeah, he's being highest on last hits. He's 40 for 9. Windrunner not able to do anything here. Doesn't get that much experience either. 13 for 4. He cannot stop this Klinks from farming right now. If he shows himself too much, he will be a goner. Of course, there's a Windrun there, but yeah, has to be just very careful. That is gonna be the silent power of the Dire team. This Klinks can turn everything around. If he gets enough farm, and he is getting way more than the Chaos Knight right now, when he is ready to join fights, or at least to pick heroes off, things might turn around. I mean, right now we see 2-0, which really doesn't say anything just yet. We've got the Shadow Fiend level 7 right now. We have got Sing at level 8, so we're ahead there. Of course, still ahead in last hits as well. 36 for 12, with Pinoy on 36 for 4. Wow, they're actually even again. And that was a Raze level 4 being picked up. Of course, if you steal Raze, you only steal the range that has been last casted. You can't steal them all. So that is why we see the mid-range being stolen by Rubik here, and not having him, not having more. In the meantime, Jakiro and Chen are looking for a target. There is a ward here for the Radiant side, however, is even already half dead. So they do see everybody going there and everybody being there. Mini hanging around there might not be in all too best a position right now, but he's just going to make sure that the board is gone for the Dire side, making them aware that they are being seen, making them aware about that so that they back off and not going to be going for anything anymore, as Shadow Fiend picked up a double damage rune, also still had the haste rune in his bottle from the previous rune, and is looking for trouble probably right now. Well, looks like he's looking for souls rather than anything. Finished up his power threads. And then Mini just gonna be getting some experience in this jungle. Should be doing okay, even though Chen is lurking around the corner, maybe looking for a push. Level 5 Shrek versus level 8 Rubik. Chen actually giving up on that one, is going back inside that jungle. And in the meantime, Bamboo has been getting some more experience as well. He's level 5 right now. He is going to be used as a utility hero most in this game, with having his song, of course, for the ultimates, and his snare and his riptide is just so very useful as well, and a pushing hero as well. Maybe later on he will be able to do some damage as a semi-carry, but right now utility hero is what he is aiming for. And he is, of course, one of those heroes that can just safely farm at some point in the game when he has that song on that very short cooldown. So if he's going to be attacked, there will be a song, and he will be able to get out. Though having said that, on the side of Pulse we do have a Chaos Knight with a lot of stuns. So wait a second, Wagamama, you're going to be in some trouble. I think you're going to be surrounded by 4 heroes. Well, not really surrounded, harassed rather. Yeah, he backs off. Can't do anything anymore besides from throwing down power shots. Fortification goes off. Will there be TPs incoming to defend this tier 1? I don't think so. Power shot's still doing some harassment, but yeah, this tower will definitely drop. Windrunner backs off knowing that she cannot save that one. And it is the Klinks that picks up the last hit for that as well. Klinks, who already got one of his Oblivion Staffs, is almost ready with the next one. And that is a very fast Orchid once he gets hit. But yeah, I will say, if you want to gank up on the Niagara Siren before these songs, Chaos Knight is a good one to do that with, because of course if you get a 4-second stun, you follow it up with a Cold Feet, the Shrek stun, you cannot song in that time that you're stunned, and in the time that you're stunned there's just so many stuns that you will be dead before they end. So of course something to take note of if he indeed does go farming by himself at some point in the game. Bamboo, 3-second stun, Cold Feet will proc, and that's gonna be Bamboo going down. One more hit needed. There we go, Chaos Knight picking it up, and that is just a combination that I talked about during the draft. It is so strong, and you can't really do anything about it. You can't even put up a song. He didn't even have a song, by the way, but yeah, it's just painful. It is just painful. Chaos Knight just gonna continue his farm. He still is not as far ahead as that Klinks is, by the way, but having said that, there are of course 2 kills being done in this bottom lane. He's got a kill, he's got an assist, so get extra gold from that. Actually, because of that, I'm just gonna put on the net worth. We still see him 3rd on the list, with even the Shadow Fiend higher up on that list than the Chaos Knight is, which is pretty odd considering Shadow Fiend was had a while without that many last hits, but purely because he has his races, he's able to farm this jungle so fast. And we did see him farming the jungle. He's keeping his gold up. He doesn't have any kills yet, didn't die yet either. And he's doing okay. Definitely doing okay. But of course the Klinks is doing best of all. He has his 2 Oblivion stuff, so just needs the recipe, and then he's ready. And yeah, I'm happy I switched from last hits, because with this Shadow Fiend roaming around, his last hits will be so inflated by those jungle creeps that we can't really tell anything about that anymore, at least not for him. Still Chaos Knight and Klinks because they stuff about though. Even though Klinks is also, of course, eating those creeps with a death pack. And yeah, he is just doing so good right now. In the meantime, Chen was able to pick off the Chaos Knight in this bottom lane. That was the ensnare as well as the song used. And Rubik on Warpath got a level 4 Chaos Bolt, so looking for blood. Probably. Hand of God is still off cooldown as well, as we have an Ice Path, so they're looking to push down this tower. Mini though, there's the ensnare, it's going to be hitting on the Age Separation first. Mini is going to be in some trouble as well, going to land a stun, does hit it, and should now be running away very fast. Age Separation of course got picked up, but no real surprise there. Jakiro picking up the kill, buyback from the Age Separation. They need to defend this tower. Wagamama TPing in here, going to try to windrunner some way. Nice Shack 1 Bamboo Under Creep. Here comes Rishon again. Gets a 4-second stun on his hat though from Sing Sing, who stole his Chaos Bolt previously. 3 seconds on Jakiro will be picked up. Shadow Fiend double kill. Jen Jakiro, he gets the last hit from that. Reality of Sig will go down as well. That's 3 heroes down on the side of the Dire. And it was this Bamboo that still will be able to TP out of there. And of course the only one that wasn't there was a Klinks, who was just happily farming. At the same time, of course, they did pick up more than 3. They picked up 4 in total on this bottom lane in the entire push, which is actually all 4 kills they have so far, all on this bottom lane. And the most important thing to note about that one is that it was the Chen picking up 2 of those kills, and Nagasiren only picking up 1. She did have the assist for all 4, and was of course close by to pick up the golden experience. But Chen getting the last hits for those is not really that ideal. Even though, of course, well, he did manage to finish his mechanism with that, so that might be worth it. That might definitely be worth it. And there's Shrek roaming again. Wants to go probably for the mid lane to try to get some experience. As the Shadow Fiend is not there anyway. He's almost got his BKB complete. Just needs 300 gold for the recipe. In the meantime, Wagamama building towards, well, what I was expecting to be his 4-staff. But this could also be turning into an Orchid. But we'll wait and see, find out. Talking about Orchid, I think he has his Orchid. He's positioning himself. There goes the silence. Strafe! Wagamama, I think you are dead. And that is something that we're going to see him being able to do a lot of the times. And that is just the start of this free farming Klings. And he is not even going to back down. And he took down the tier 2 tower, by the way, as well. In the meantime, bottom lane, surrounded by illusions of the Naga Siren. Maybe they're going to try to go for something. Chaos Knight's going to run into them. Oh, hello. And Snare still hits. But there's the Chaos Ball, 3 seconds. Phantasm being used as well, but Bamboo gonna be going down first. Bamboo gonna be going down first. Chen follows Slore shortly after. Alex, Reality Rift in, you're dead. One more hit. No, stick charges, keeping him alive. There's the Urine Charge. Ice Path again, might be staying alive, but no, Windrunner from the side was able to pick up the last hit. Still Regen in some trouble by the Chen creeps, but he will be fine as he is safe out of there, and the Urine Charge will keep him up. And the push continues. 4 heroes here on the bottom lane for Pulse. With Shadow Fiend still farming, he is 300 gold, still away 300 gold from his Aghanim's. Sorry, BKB. Just checking if I missed anything, because we did see Klings around there. He's just gonna be going to that forest and roaming towards the top lane again now. Song being used to catch out the Chaos Knight, who will be getting a snare. Age Separation ulti is gonna hit nothing though. The Reality Rift in, there's the snare, and that is gonna be Regen dropping most likely. No! 4-second stun, still alive, getting chased down. Of course, he's a mighty fast horse with a drums of endurance, trying to get away, TPing out. Will he be in time? No, he will not. Naga Siren picking him up, and Ice Path making sure he didn't go anywhere. Wagamama into trouble now as well. Tried to land a stun. Here comes Klings again. Wagamama, Windrun on cooldown, gets picked up. BKB, TP out. Klings is not able to do anything here anymore. Shadow Fiend will be fine. That is his first charge of the BKB being used. And that is 3 down on the side of Pulse. The Asian Separation being picked off here, by the way, on the other side of the battlefield. Who picked up that kill? It was the Klings. Of course it was the Klings. And that's gonna be a Roshan. And this might be Klings turning him the game around. Being farmed as he is with the Shadow Fiend, well, he can BKB and TP out, but other than that, you know, that is gonna be pretty, yeah. He needs more. He needs more than that. His ulti is gonna do a lot of damage right now, though. He's of course gonna be able to have 36 souls. By the way, Age Separation ulti still flew out towards the Roche Pit and was able to pick off Bamboo on his Naga Siren. In case you're wondering, yeah. That's the thing that we saw flying in there. But I think, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna interrupt my sentence. In the meantime, Kuroki continuing the farm in the jungle. Needs a bit of more creeps though. I mean, he only has 1, doesn't he? I think so. Yeah. Apparently he didn't want a, oh, and he's gonna have more too. He didn't want Wildkins. Well, and he's not gonna be happy with that one either. Shadow Fiend, 500 gold up on him. Ring of Aquila up on him as well. Klings farming against the Shadow Fiend. I am not sure what to think. At the same time, of course, there's the Chaos Knight as well. I'm not forgetting about him, by the way. His carry potential is quite big as well. He's actually going for an armlet by the looks of it. But I do feel like, well, yeah, he maybe be able to outcarry that as well. We'll see. We'll see. Meantime, tier 1 tower, middle lane. Gonna be taking some pressure. And there's gonna be mirror images. Age Separation ulti is gonna fly out. It's gonna hit an all. But that won't stop them from taking down this tower, I think. Fortification is already off cooldown, or on cooldown. Tier 2 tower is going to be taken down here as well, though. With the Chaos Knight picking up the last hit and trading a Tier 2 for Tier 1. I don't think that's a good idea. Though having said that, this Tier 1 is just so important for the Radiant team as a TP point. I mean, that it's might even be worth it. But yeah, Tier 3 tower still get taking some damage. But they go back, they back out. Clinks in the meantime, we kind of keep an eye on him because he is on Warpath once more, especially now that he has an Aegis, which will disappear in 6 minutes time. So now only like 4 minutes left or so. So they have to kind of find the fight now. Telekinesis, Chaos Knight getting stunned up, trying to get away. Clinks looking for a target, looking for Mini. Gotta find Regen first. Is he fast enough though? He has got a Shadow Walk on cooldown. I do think these horses will be just fine. Or will they? Or will they? Links? Yeah, they will. They will. They will be fine. Or will they? Black. He really wants someone there. Not gonna get it though. Not gonna get it. And it looks like this tier 1 is gonna be the next target for the good B team. 4 heroes of them in this Radiant jungle, so kinda gives that away. In the meantime, tier 1 top will be charged as well. But actually, Shadowfiend not getting scared by this Clinks hanging around here. Mini, I feel like he should be kind of scared though, especially with Naga Siren TPing in. Get ready for a song if she can get it off in time. No, the TP took a long. Song is still there, but is not gonna be picking up anybody anymore. TP out from the Shadowfiend, and the song was already cancelled, I feel like, so he's gonna be fine. Mini is gonna be fine. Everybody is gonna be just fine, apart from this tier 1 tower who still gets dropped, of course. We have a disconnect. I do believe that is a spectator for this game, so it's not going to be doing anything. And we have got ourselves still Windrunner not being able to pick up anything anymore since the last time we saw her. Tranquil Boots are on there, 900 gold for her. She wants to go for an Oblivion Staff, she can do it right now. We'll have to see though. Oh, hi Clinks, there's the center word. Are they going to have some sort of disabled? Shackle is not latching and Clinks will be fine. That is the downside of this team. Well, the downside of this team, like these 3 heroes. Like, they need that Chaos Knight to be there. And maybe even the Vortex from the Age of Deparation, but he was not there either. They're gonna continue, though. And now Age of Deparation is on his way as well. Here comes the Sedward, second right below that. There is gonna be a stun. He's trying to get away. Age is being popped, though. Naga Siren in that as well. Lantern is there on the Age of Deparation. And it's gonna be an Ice Man locking into. There is the ulti from the Shadowfiend, though. Requiem of Soul, power shot going through. Clinks is back up, getting cold feet. Has to back off, will be fine again. Chaos Knight still not in the mix of all of this. Shackle, brilliant Shackle going through 2 here. Ice Bat will make sure that they were not able to follow up on that one though. It is still going to be the Shadowfiend that is able to pick up the kill on the Jakiro as the Rubik got a triple kill. Age of Deparation, Windrunner getting picked off there. That was, by the way, Phantasm getting stolen by the Rubik. That's quite fun. And by the way, the ulti of the Shadowfiend when he died didn't do that much as I was expecting. But that's of course because of the lacking of souls. But yeah, that is 4 down on the top lane that he only managed to pick off. Jakiro in the meantime on the bottom lane. Still some action going on. Chen getting picked up by Leshrac while Leshrac dies to the Chen. So that was kind of a standoff and nobody really won. Of course, well, actually Leshrac killed off the Chen before the Chen killed off the Leshrac. So it is going to be the Leshrac that picks up the experience for that, but you know. It's not really what you be wanting to do. You don't want to be trading blows, you want to win blows. And Blink and First Staff up on the Rubik right now, who is super mobile. We have seen, of course, that build plenty of times before. Very hard to pick him off. And Age of Deparation doesn't have that much yet. Chaos Knight, oh, that's not Chaos Knight, that's Shadowfiend. He's going for Manta Style. Not for his Blink Dagger. Normally you do see Shadowfiends going for Blink Daggers, but right now, since he's up against that Clinks that is pretty farmed, he needs to get some more damage. They need to have a short, they have a short window of time to take him down in if he's in range of one of those wards, so they need more damage in that short period of time. Chaos Knight in the meantime, armor's complete. We did see that pop on the messages already before the previous fight started, but he wasn't really there, so, or was he? He died. Maybe he was. He was on the bottom lane. Quite confused with that one. Oh well, he's got his armlet. Happy times for him. As well, for Windrunner, going for Force Staff instead right now. And almost got us as well. Now she hasn't. So Force Staff up on the Windrunner, not going for a Orchid by the looks of it. Let's see if we can find some other items that we haven't seen just yet. LeShrek has picked up a overclock, so is going for that BKB to be able to stay alive, even though, yeah, to be able to stay alive against Klink's fire arrows, I would guess, as well as, well, there's so many magic demons going through, and of course a song, you don't want to be stuck in that one either. So good one as the tier 2 tower looking to be taking some damage. Bamboo standing around just in case something's gonna happen. A ulti will fly in to stop the pushing from happening. Here comes the Shadow Fiend. He changes his mind when he sees Bamboo around there. Will be slightly outnumbered. Tier 1 tower does still go down on the top lane. Double damage on the kill side, by the way. If they're gonna be trying to force a fight, well, they first of all have to hope that the GDB team is actually going to be answering to that one, because right now they are looking for this bottom tier 3 tower. TP are going to come in. Windrunner here first, actually interrupts, oh no, there she is, never mind. Almost felt like she's interrupted her TP, but yeah, they're going to be able to push them out with these 3 here. We're looking for the mid lane, smoking up. Maybe they're going to find the Klinks. They did see him. They have got the sentry board there. They need more though. Do they have dust on them? It's something that they will need. They do not have dust, but do have 3 sentry boards. And they find him. There they find him. 1 reality rip will be enough to do the job. Age separation ulti gonna be going off. Song gonna be going off as well. 2 heroes around here. Here comes the mirror images as well. Rishon and Mini gonna be in some kind of trouble. 3 seconds on still hits on Bamboo. Hand of God going through. Here comes the ulti of Pinoy as he's looking for more targets. Finds the Chen. Gets picked up there. Bamboo on the way out. Nova Edict going through him, and he will be picked up. Double kill for Pinoy on this Shadow Fiend. As well, they're looking for more targets, but the rest of the GDB team is backing off again already. Should be fine. With the MKB up on the Klinks, he is, I mean, look at that net worth. It is just quite insane. He's 2k higher than the Shadow Fiend. And it is going to be out of control at some point. At the same time, he is basically the only one that's really that carry for the Dire team with the Naga Siren. Like I said, more of a utility hero now, because look at her net worth. It's even lower than the support LeShrek. So that's not really going to be that ideal. Naga Siren did pick up the Vanguard, so it's the extra tanky there. His separation ulti is flying out somewhere. I just don't see it. That's a bit of a shame. But yeah, looks like that is tier 2 tower. Last tier 2 standing on the side of the GDB team. Maybe be the target for... Maybe be the target. I don't know. Maybe the target for Pulse if they want to be going for that one. As they are doing some 4-man Dota right here. The only one that they're missing is the Shadow Fiend, who's in the base. Shadow Fiend, who's got 36 souls again, is of course still going for his man style. Just needs the ultimate orb, so he just needs about 600 gold, 500 gold to be getting that one complete. And he is back to farming on this bottom lane right now, so should have that up quite soon. And I was checking items before all that action happened. We did see the items on the Naga Siren there already. Jakiro is of course playing the support role, so is not going to be having that much items. Picked up the recipe for the drums, so just needs the mantle of intellect. Wow, Killings found himself another target. That was the Shadow Fiend. That is a big kill. That is a very big kill. Killings find the Shadow Fiend, able to pick him up. I mean, we can all understand how that would have gone. Silence, strafe, kills, and stuff. Of course, the typical Killing stuff. But picking up the Shadow Fiend, which is the carry of the opponent team, who is just farming for his Manta Style, is a big thing. So his Manta Style will get delayed. Roshan will be going towards the Radiant side, towards the Dire side once more. Because without the Shadow Fiend, they cannot fight this. The Radiant team cannot challenge this. Chen in the meantime picked up a Vladimir's offering to help out his team. Getting those auras up, and he's also got a smoke in his inventory, so maybe we're gonna see him using that soon to be trying to get a couple more kills going, bit of action going on there. There we go, stay smoke up. And we don't see any new items on a Rubik, and that's everybody off the Dire side being discussed. As they're gonna wait for someone to show up here. I feel like maybe well, top player is not going to be finding anything. That's always a shame, though. Like, you see a smoke. They're going for action. And, you know, in their eyes, they're looking for a target to kill. They're really looking for blood right now. But, at the same time, we are observers. We see the entire minimap. We see that they're not going to be able to find anybody. That's also always kind of disappointing. And the smoke will probably be out before they actually reach the mid lane, where, well, the Radiant team is hanging around. 5 heroes here of the Radiant team in this mid lane. And they're going to be surprised by a bit more wards. Sentry ward already placed there. Maybe Klinks will show himself. He is going to be going to the jungle first, though. Going to be eating and creeper. We'll be back in a moment, most likely. That's a creep. And that's him moving back towards the mid lane. 5-on-5 fight. That's what it's looking to be. They just need to set it up with the song for the dire side. Although last time they did that, they kind of got killed off a couple of themselves also. So it might not be all that worth it, Mini. That is not good. Silence up on Pinoy as I'm having some lag here, by the way. Reality Rift in. We do have the ultimate Reckon of Souls going off there. Macropire. Region somehow still alive. Only now goes down. 4 heroes dropping on the side of Pulse. And now the song gets used. This is the last hero still alive of Pulse. Sorry for the lag there, as I do think that is in-game. But that is a team wipe. Rubik still died there, but that is a team wipe on the side of Pulse. Black still alive. He got initiated on. He was the first target. And I hope you had less lag than I had. But yeah, that was the hand of God. That was the mechanism being used. And that is going to be the first barracks going down on the side of Pulse, as they are getting pushed hard right now. And with that Black who got free farm for almost the entire game, it's just it's very hard to counter that. I mean, if it's one thing you don't want in a game, it is Black free farming, because he can't farm. And farming for us as well. The fortification is still up there if they want to use it. Doesn't look like maybe they're gonna go for these barracks. There's still a strafe up on the Klings. Maybe he might even give his life for that. He's got 6k gold. He's got his ages up still. Reality Rift in. Here goes the stun. 2 seconds stun. The Shrek stun following it up, and Snare hitting up on Fishbone. Power shot going through. Black will still be fine though. Will be sent home by the Chen. And that is going to be at least only one set of barracks going down on the side of Pulse. Who is of course still hoping that their Chaos Knight and their Shadow Fiend can carry this. Chaos Knight who picked up a Minthra Hammer, probably going for BKB. With Shadow Fiend still being building towards his Manta style. He could have had that so much time ago, but purely because he got killed off by that Klings on that lane, on the bottom lane. It's got so much delay, and right now he has it. Okay, there we go. Manta style complete. Probably about 5 minutes after he would have had it otherwise. And Klings double damage as if he wasn't powerful enough. And with that 6k gold that he had, he picked up a Daedalus, just, you know, because he can. And he's doing so much damage. And with the double damage rune, this is going to be insane. I'm going to just follow him, seeing if he finds a target. Of course, there's 5 heroes of Pulse in this mid lane here, so he might be giving his life. But then again, he can, because he has the Aegis. Let's see how long that Aegis is going to be. It's going to be up for another 2 minutes, so that's just fine. The Fusel Blade up on the Naga Siren, but we're still gonna follow Black, who was clearly looking for a target. And he might be fighting it right now, because there's the Leshrac. Does he see him? He does. Is he not gonna turn around? No, he's not. Okay, that's a shame. He's gonna just eat another creep out in the jungle, because of course that damage disappeared. So if he picks up that one, he will be doing good again. His separation ulti is gonna fly in and try to stop this pushing from happening. We'll only get delayed though, and Klings, there we go, picks up a Centaur. And the double damage rune is already gone. That's a bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. Naga Siren, Diffuser Blade, Gem of True Sight, important to counter all those sentry wards that are being placed by the Radiant team. And the Radiant team can't really pick up a gem either. Because they die. They don't really have one hero that is not likely to die. Maybe the Chaos Knight, but in fact Chaos Knight actually died 4 times. So not really ideal there either. The Klings is gonna find Pinoy. No. Saw that Chaos Knight was there and decided to back off. And has now lost his creep again. As in he needs to eat another one. Death Pact. Forcing him to continuously farming the horror. But yeah, they're looking for an opening. Of course, the ideal situation is that Black finds someone, picks him off, preferably Chaos Knight or the Shadow Fiend, and then they push in. Or force out a buyback and go back again and push in after Black picked off another target. But that's going to be their ideal situation. Of course, Windrunner, Riptide there. Here comes a blink in, Telekinesis, Windrunner Fade Bolt, and it's going to be a Windrunner that gets picked up first. Black getting there for the last hit. 1600 gold up on him again, and looks like this is gonna be melee barracks. There's no fortification up. There is a strafe, then there's not even needed. It's just gonna go down. Next barracks are gonna go down as well, and it looks like with this push in, the GDB team might be looking at taking 3 points here from Pulse. Song being used, trying to find people. Finding Mini, finding Region. Gonna be setting it up. Nova, Edict going through Leshrac, trying to do what he can. Gets picked off though. Ice Bat, Breath of Fire. Dual Breath rather. Regen getting picked up here as well. Well, can do what he can with the Tornado. Medium, what am I saying? Requiem of Souls going through. And that will be Pinoy trying to do what he can to stop this from happening. Requiem of Souls getting stolen by Sing Sing. Of course, he doesn't have any souls, so it doesn't do as much damage. Sing will be staying alive with the Urn Charge. There is the Shadow Fiend going down by his back. And Snare upon Wagamama. Ice Bet there as well. Here comes a Dual Breath. There's a Shackle though. Nice one. Power Shot going through as well. And Pinoy being back here picks off the Jakiro. And they're being forced out. They hold on to their barracks. They want to defend this. They need to defend this, let's put it that way. Because as I said, you don't want to give 3 points to your opponent. You get 3 points for winning. You get winning both games. 1 point for winning one game. And 0 points if you don't win black. Oh, Pino, you are in so much trouble right now. Nope. Support coming in and black deciding, well, you know what, that might be a bit too much of trouble. Oh. Sentry ward being placed here by the Radiant side. So they do see him. Well, obviously they saw him taking care of that building. He's still hanging around here, though. Bamboo around there. 30 seconds for another song. And they, I bet they're feeling quite comfortable right now. They don't really need to push in at this time. And that's the Gem of True Sight with illusions. This is so annoying. You just send through your illusions and then they just pick up all the wards. You don't even have to put yourself in danger. In the meantime, let's see if we can find some new items. Let's see what Black is building. Oh, he bought something. He bought something. It's in the courier. Oh, it's an Ogre Club? Well, that's a disappointment. He had all those items that we see here already. I think so. There's Separation ulti. It's just gonna be annoying, nothing more. And everybody, because right now, Pulse is kind of locked inside their base. They cannot farm all too freely, but they need to farm. It is their only hope that they can still outcarry their Klings. It's going to be difficult with the Gem of True Sight up on the Dire side to make sure that they can place sentry wards, even though they still do. Because they need to pick their Klings off, because Klings is the carrying role on the side of the Dire. Obviously, he's the carry player. Though if we look at net worth, it is still the Chaos Knight that is behind now the Naga Siren and the Rubik as well. So Naga Siren definitely picked her up her slack. She, at some point, was lower than the Leshrac up on net worth, and now she's higher than the Chaos Knight, the hero that she was against on a tri/dual lane versus solo lane. Solo lane being the Naga Siren. So making sure that she is definitely starting to be a carry herself now as well. 1800 gold up on him. As again, Pulse, all they can do is wait. Wait for the next pushing to happen. 1 minute until the next Roshan. That's good. Oh, I was wondering what am I constantly hearing, but that's the Rubik trying to do his Requiem of Souls. Without souls. How long does he still have that? Not that long. That's comforting. But yeah, they're just waiting for a Roshan, and when they get that, they will go in again and just not take any risks. Because that's of course something that you don't want to be taking right now. You want to be able to keep your advantage and to not force anything that you're not sure you can be forcing. Okay, I'm not going to be standing there because that sound is just annoying. We have a Chrysalis up on the Shadow Fiend, so some crit coming out for him. Is it going to be enough? We don't know. We'll find out though. We saw Leshrac with his Ghost after the previous fight already, after his Oaklub, so he's not going to go for a BKB anymore. That's Roshan down, Kling's Aegis. No surprise there. But yeah, this Ghost Scepter actually kind of were counterproductive for us at Jakiro. Jakiro landed an Ice Bed, landed a Dual Breath, got the last hit on Mini then as well. So it's a really tricky item because there's both magical damage and physical damage coming off from the Dire team. As right now, the Radiant team should be thinking about going towards the bottom lane because the smoke is on there, and the GDB team wants to go for the base. They want to go for, well, they want to go for the GG. Let's see. Pipe is up. Are they going to go for tier 4s or for tier 3s? Tier 3s it is. And the creeps are in the base, so they don't have to deal with the backdoor protection. Fortification is still going to go on, though. And we still have the Shadow Fiend. Now he's going to be TPing back there. Is he going to be able to do something? He still has the souls. He should be popping his BKB anytime soon now. Kurika in a lot of trouble. Ice Bat going through, though. Kurika staying alive. Already used his mech and his And his hand of God as well. We have actually the Naga Siren going down first. Kaling's taking a lot of damage. He will drop it as well, but he has an Age of Saint force-stabbing himself out of there. Ice Path gonna lock in Chaos Knight. Here comes the Klings. Shackle doesn't hit. Trying to chase him down. They don't have vision though, or do they? Did they pick up the gem that was dropped by the Naga Siren? They did not pick up the gem. It's still on the floor. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. But they do ward off the push that came in. Shadow Fiend still died. But they picked up the Chen, they picked up the Naga Siren, and of course they picked up the Aegis, making sure that next time will be it will be a while before the GDB team will be thinking about pushing in again, unless they really want to push in now, knowing that there's some cooldown on the abilities from Pulse, and of course that Shadow Fiend, who cannot buy back, is not in the game. Is Separation ulti gonna fly? Reality Rift is only gonna hit an illusion. That's a shame. In the meantime, bottom lane, Klink's gonna find Mini. Not gonna get stuff. Well, that's when a Ghost Scepter is handy. But that was just almost all his life with one hit. Like, I really thought he was gonna go down. I think Mini thought he might gonna go down. I think Black thought Mini thought was gonna go down. But yeah, that's not gonna happen. Sorry. Mini was, you know, walking around casually. Gave the gem, by the way, to the Chaos Knight, as he's the one that dies the least, I guess. Right now, actually, he's died 5 times. Age of Separation has only died 4 times. Smoke up for the Radiant team here. They only have this barracks left. They need to defend it with their lives, because those barracks gone is GG. And of course, the GDB team knows that, and they have got some pushing power in the form of a Chen and Naga Siren, and they're gonna go again. All they have to do is set Black on those barracks, strafe, and kill off the barracks. Song being used. And the song holds back all the heroes so that they can't fight this. So that they can't do anything about their barracks going down. Here comes Pinoy is already being dropped out. Region already being dropped as well. Not going to be able to do anything. Wild Mama going to be dropped as well. And this should be GG. Ray's barracks are going to be dropping there as well. Mini trying to get away. Use this Ghost Scepter again. Is going to be able to get away again. But the barracks will drop. Mega creeps for the GDB team. And that should mean that the GDB team, Hand of God going through. Pinoy back here has got 19 souls, so his ultimate will not be doing that much. But the well-played GG comes out. Rampage for Black! How did Black all of like Rampage for Black? Hello! This is a one pretty farmed Klinks. Holy crap. But that is going to be 3 points going the way of the GDB team. With Pulse or Skonas Elite not getting any points for the first game of the day, first matchup of the day, first 2 games of the day for these 2 teams. And the good start for the GDB team, and of course Skonas Elite leaves room for improvement. Although having said that, this the pool what they're in, the B team, B pool, they're in, the B team is in the B pool, is of course the pool with the, can I say that as a caster? I can. With the least, well sorry, they don't have Empire, M5 or Navi in the pool, so that is a comfort. Anyway, let's take ourselves to the next game, see what's up next. Stay tuned. If you want to support me, please subscribe to my YouTube. Trying to go for 5k subscriptions, would really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be right back and see which game is left uncasted, because I'm trying to cover those games for today. Stay tuned for more Dota 2 action coming up shortly.